see here. Am I streaming? Should be streaming. I mostly just need to check my audio. Hello, check, check. Mostly just need to check my audio. Okay, hello, good. It's on. Alright. Let me stop. Okay. And then, alright, I hope nobody's here yet. No. I was gonna say, I hope nobody's here yet, and then Charlie's like, hey, eyes. Hey, Charlie, how's it going? Alright, that was just an audio check for me that I can hear. um, so the beginning of stream is gonna be a little bit boring. I didn't do my usual stream advertising prep, and I was debating on it whether I wanted to do it or not, but I'm like, well, I don't know what I'm gonna do for the first few minutes of stream anyway, so why not? I will just advertise like I usually do. And I didn't even prepare the right copy and paste command. Alright, there we go. Alright, the advertising has begun. Charlie, how are you doing today? Hopefully you had a great Sunday, because everybody celebrates Sunday. And then happy Easter if you celebrate Easter. Do we celebrate Sunday, or are you kind of like just forced to observe Sunday? Like, at that point, I think we're forced to observe Sunday, right? Excuse me. Let's see here. Oh no, I had some Discord activity, so I'm not even on all of the correct channels for each Discord server. I'm going to advertise in. Gibson Lens, hello. How are you doing, Bert? Iced Flame X, welcome in. How are you guys doing today? Hopefully you guys had a glorious Sunday. As I was telling Charlie, everybody celebrates Sunday. At least we observe Sunday. But anyway, happy Easter if anybody celebrates Easter. I'm currently in the middle of advertising, so but I did less prep because I started late. But actually, I wasn't sure if I even wanted to stream today, and then I was like, let's just do it. I've kind of had an exhausting, let's say, week. Because I had technically Friday off from work, but I had to take care of my baby because my wife had to work the whole day, but daycare was closed. So that was kind of what was going on this week. But this was also my wife's birthday weekend. So yesterday she went with her sister to go wine tasting. So I, again, watched my baby. I'm not complaining about it, but it is just tiring because I don't know if this is the first time I've said it, but I think taking care of a baby is definitely harder than my day job. Like, which, if anybody is software engineer. So, yeah. Hey, hello Thorn Ben. How are you doing? How's it going? I don't know if you could tell, but I believe I did the shout out in the title for you because 2 weeks ago I did Chan. Last week ago I did Jack. And so this week it's your turn because the first 3 people I wanted to shout out were the rest of Magic Twitch. So if you guys didn't know, there we are. So happy birthday, Nam's wife. Oh, thank you kindly. Yeah, she is a few years younger than me, but I get to make fun of her a little bit today because there's a point in which she's like 4 years younger. Hey! Hey! Thank you so much for the resub, Charlie. Thank you very much. You have signed a card, but if you would like to request a trick, we will prioritize that trick. I believe the queue is open already, so. But anyway, thanks for giving the shout out to Ben for Hawthorne. Hey, Chris M. Yee, how's it going? Welcome in. How are you guys doing? How's everybody doing this Sunday? I figured there was probably going to be fewer people on tonight because everyone was probably going to be tired from, Easter festivities. But I discovered that the best time to go grocery shopping today was actually like right after lunchtime because there was like nobody there compared to other people usually. Chan, hello, welcome in. Kishloba, hello, welcome in. How's everybody doing tonight? Currently, I'm in the middle of advertising, but feel free to start requesting tricks because I'm just gonna I don't know what to do until then. I've not practiced anything, although I haven't even learned anything new, and I said I was going to because I think I wrapped up all of my existing boss tricks. So unless I start learning new stuff, but full disclosure, I have not really been learning much new magic stuff, and that is because I've been obsessed with playing a video game. Now it's not even a new game; it's a game that I've beaten before and played a lot. So I'm not even sure. It's Into the Breach if anybody cares. So I like those strategy, tactical, like puzzle games. So, all right, okay, man. Trying to advertise and keep up with chat—that is tough in and of itself. I don't even know how streamers keep up with chat. I've heard that a couple of times this past week from streamers who've been streaming longer than me. So it's like, but anyway. Hopefully everybody's doing well. And I myself, I feel like I'm doing pretty well. I'm not sick. I may have a little thing in my throat, but this might actually be seasonal allergies, which I have. So, but anyway, other fun conversations. If anybody missed it, we did last week, and it was, is peanut butter a solid or a liquid? And I've had this conversation with more friends, so there's more viewpoints, but I think everybody agrees there should probably be something in between solid and liquid for practicality's sake. And the other argument is that, they may teach you that there's only 3 states of matter when you are young, but really we've discovered that there's more states of matter, and for all intents and purposes, we could probably consider that we either don't know all the states of matter, haven't successfully defined all the states of matter, or we just don't know. And sorry, I'm just rambling my thoughts as I am advertising, but yeah, one of the thoughts that I had was that if we're only told about 3 states of matter and then we try and have one in between, that doesn't mean that it didn't already exist. It's kind of like if anybody's familiar with Plato's cave, that thought experiment. So the thing about Plato's cave is that let's say there's an individual who is trapped in a cave and all that person ever saw were the sounds behind them and shadows on a cave wall. And as soon as they mature and they're old enough to know, you take them out of the cave, and it's oh my god, they wouldn't have known there was anything more than the cave. So this is kind of what we observe with our own knowledge, and it's you're limited by the stuff you know. You're limited by the types of things that you're taught. You're limited by the language that you speak. So there's this concept that I've brought up a couple of times. I don't know if it was on stream, definitely with my friends. But there's this very specific color of teal that comes up, and there's this one specific European country that can identify it 100% of the time. And to us, it'd be it's a teal, it's kind of bluish, it's kind of greenish, and sometimes it's kind of miscategorized from an English speaker. But that's because we don't have an exact word, whereas that culture, they can identify it 100% of the time, and if it's close to that or if it's something else, like there's 2 words for 2 shades that are very close. It's kind of nuts. Let's see. Charlie's Beats, do you know all of the currently known states of matter? I don't know of all of them, but like some of the weird exotic ones. So like we're told about like solid, liquid, and gas. Those are the 3 that we're taught as kids, right? And then there's plasma, which we know about. We've known about that one for a while. But like the newer ones, like the Bose-Einstein condensate and stuff, like there's some really crazy exotic states of matter. It's kind of nuts. So let's see. Uh, Chances I'm doing good practicing lately. I'd reverse engineered Pink Floyd card trick. Awesome. Yeah, yeah. Pink Floyd. I don't think Pink Floyd is like too difficult once you understand like what concepts is going on. But like, yeah, you just watch a couple performances and it's like, I understand it, coming from like magicians reverse engineering tricks. Honestly, I started as a layperson that could then reverse engineer tricks. If you watch enough magic tricks, you can basically not be a magician and understand how card tricks work. So I hope I've done a good enough job that I haven't given away too many. Hey, Arianti, hello. I'm doing well. How are you? Charlie's Beats has requested Play It Straight Triumph, and then Chris M.E. has requested Reset. I'm going to adjust the queue because Charlie resubbed. So thank you very much for the resub, Charlie. And thank you for the request, Chris M. Yee. All right, I believe I'm done advertising. So let's... oh, man, see, this is how unprepared I was. I didn't even open up my trick list. That's how unprepared we are today. But actually, this is good because I haven't done Play It Straight for a while, I think. It's, how long has it been? Triumph. It's been 2 months. Okay, yeah. Okay. And let's see. Chris MU says, I prefer not trying to reverse engineer tricks. I enjoy not knowing. That's good. And the thing is, if you start doing it for one thing, your brain will naturally do it for other things. So even though I basically just do card magic, I understand enough and I know enough about other things that I can kind of start to reverse engineer, but I don't specifically seek any information from all those other types of things. So I still have like, man, I really don't know how that's done. I mean, short from like crazy things like magnets and tape and all this other stuff, then it's like, I really don't know how that was done. It's like, oh, no magnets. It's like, oh no, I have no idea how it's done then. Like, it's kind of crazy. Okay, so actually, let me do. I've got this deck that I don't think everybody in chat has seen. I know a bunch of people who have been here before have seen this deck. So this is a deck with a bunch of letters on it. So we have W, K, I. All the letters are represented. Most of them have twice, and you might have seen like the word yes. The jokers are yes and no. But so all the letters are represented. There's about 2 of each one. There's like 3 E's, 3 T's, and there's like singletons of like Z and J, I think. But that's basically what we've got there. So let's see here. Arianti says, I'm at work, but currently not busy, so I can watch closely. All right, great. Excellent. I mean, don't sacrifice work for me. I mean, the VODs are still here. But if you love interacting, that is great. That makes me feel great that you want to hang out and watch the tricks and interact. So that's cool. Some people are curious and they really want to figure out how it works. Some just move on. Yeah. Oh, yeah, let's start off our stream with a heat map eat. Delicious heat maps. So, okay. What we have here is the deck of letters, and I'm just going to need a card selected. So actually, you know what? Anybody in chat, here, why don't we just... Okay, why doesn't anybody go ahead and click on one of these? Here's a random selection of cards here. And we'll have one of these be the selection. Yes, eat yummy. Oh my god. Okay, so I see 2 on this one. So there's so many votes that all right, so we'll give a last chance. Oh, there's 2 on this one. Okay, does the person who voted for this one over here want to switch their vote? Because, sorry, this one's probably not going to get selected. Oh, okay, alright, here we go. Oh, sorry, person who swapped their vote to this one, because now this one is 3. Alright, cool. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and use this as the selection. And what we're going to do is, I just have to split up the rest of the deck into about 4 equal piles. They don't have to be perfect, but let's just go ahead and split them like this. And I'm going to go ahead and eat these heat maps. Delicious. And what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and flip over a couple of these packets. And what we're going to do is unfathomable. We are going to be shuffling face up into face down cards. Yes, I know. Is it like, I don't know if you can tell that's really happening. Like they're actually going to get pushed in like this. Okay, and then we're going to do it again. I know it hurts. The pain is real. Oh, I'm sorry if you have OCD and / or any of the like. Okay, so now we've got some cards that are face up, some cards that are face down, like that. And what we're going to do is find your... I'm sorry, I don't know if I've messed this up, because your card that was selected is here, and I was going to try and find it. You know what? Let me just go ahead and say that we're gonna change this trick around just for a little bit. You know what? We have the return of the magical hairband. Pink hairband. Normally I wear it in my hair when my hair is very long and I need the power. I took a shower not too long ago, so my hair is down. But the power has been saving itself up in here. So, alright. Sit on that card, tell me what to do. Alright. The hairband is telling me to go ahead and place it on top of the deck. Got it. Okay. Now what, hairband? Alright. I don't know if you can hear it through, but the hairband is whispering to me and telling me, I know you messed this trick up, but why don't you go ahead and spread the deck? Okay. That seems easy enough. I can do that. Anyway, I apologize to everybody that I've messed this trick up, and now I have to be pulled out by my magical hairband. But, so let me go ahead and spread what? Okay, wait. Oh, you can see in the little box my hands are up. I'm not doing anything funny. Okay, Dr. I'm. Hey, welcome in. How's it going? First of all, thank you kindly for the raid. I'm assuming it's Dr. or Dre I'm. I don't know if it's Dr. I'm or Dre I'm. Doctor's in the house. Okay, Doctor. All right. I don't give you a follow, so let me first of all give you a follow, number 1. And number 2, how was your stream? What'd you do? I am actually not aware of what you do, so it's just like Dream. Oh, okay, Dream. All right, Dr. Dream. I'm just calling you Dr. Dream just for the simplicity of my mind. But anyway, hey, welcome in, Raiders. How are you doing? My name is Nam, also known as Crazy Asian with 3 N's. I am a fan of sleight of hand card magic, and I basically do sleight of hand card magic. If you like magic, feel free to request tricks, because I've co-opted a StreamerSonglist to allow people to request tricks. You can use your favorite StreamerSonglist commands, or you can use !TL, and you can request a trick. But Dream, Dr. Dream, if you would like to request something for your raid, please feel free, and I will do that trick after we finish up this one. So we're currently in the middle of one right now. And I just went through this charade of messing up the trick and then having my magical pink hairband tell me how to fix the trick. And actually, this is the first trick of the day, so you guys haven't missed much yet. But I just shuffled face up into face down cards. And we have some... If I spread, you'll kind of see there's some cards that are face up. So let me just slowly start to take them out. We've got there. 1, 2. Ha! See, when I mess up, it's funny. Ha! Alright. And then we've got, oh, here we go. Hap. All right. Let's see. Hap. Okay. I think there's some more spread cards. Let me just spread a little bit better. Okay, here we go. Happy. It's a very poor spelling of happy, but Happy. Okay. All right, and then let's see here. We've got P's. We've got more than one P. All right. I was actually in the middle of trying to get my hairband to tell me how to fix the trick, but actually, Happiest. Oh, we're not going to have space for this. Hold on. I suppose it should probably come up here. And then we've got this. So, all right, guys. The hairband tells me to ask you, what do you think this letter is? The card that was selected. And feel free to put that in chat while I catch up with chat. So, all right. Let's see. Welcome in, Pie Master, Dr. Dream. Thank you for the raid. Ragnar the Terrible, Terezi TV, Paulson 1987, ATC Faust, Holy Chaos 45. Let's see. I think T Rose 888. Somebody said baby command. Okay, so I am a relatively new father. I mean, not that new, I guess, because she's 20 months. But let's see. Holy Chaos 40. Oh yeah. Why are you all asking why? Why? Because you were just okay. Oh yes. Why? That's right. Why? Happy Easter. Yes, you guys are correct. Well done. Excellent. All right, I think I'm caught up now. All right, there we go. Well done. Good job, Pink Hairband. You saved the day. I am such a poor performer that I needed to be saved by the Pink Hairband. But anyway, that, my friends, was Play It Straight Triumph with a Happy Easter kicker. To kick things off, the first trick of the day. Happy Easter. Thank you kindly for the follows, Dr. Dream and Pie Master, and thank you kindly for the applause and the claps. Chan the Magic Man, Chris M. Yee, Arianti. All right. So first things first, I do feel compelled. Pie Master says, Pie Master 314. I feel like I have to at least tell everybody all the digits of pi I know. It's not that many, but it's 3.14159265. So those are the digits of pi that I have committed to memory. So seems like Dream is a speed cuber. Give us a cube. What, Dr. Dream? You're a speed cuber? Oh man, I don't know. So here's the thing. I do have one trick that's not a trick on my trick list. It is solving a Rubik's Cube, but I'm not a speed cuber. I just do it the beginner's method, and that's it. So, but okay, so we'll go ahead and do that. Cube, Dr. Dream. Six Psycho, welcome in. 696, crazy! All right, holy cast. We need to see the cube be solved. Yes, all right, cool, awesome. All right, so we'll play it straight. We'll move the Rubik's Cube to the top, and actually end hallucination. So we'll do the cube first, and then we'll do hallucination. Because I guess people came from the cube stream, so we'll do that first, and then we'll do hallucination for Dr. Dream, and then okay, let's do that. All right. So, yay, cube! All right. Heck yeah, we were all beginners or are beginners. Okay, great. So this is going to be perfect. All right, so this is currently solved. I am going to scramble it while I both read chat and talk. Do it one-handed. Nope, can't do that. Yes, 100% cuber. PB, I don't time. I don't have any thing like that. So, and then also, if anybody is a cuber and wants to see somebody else also solve cubes pretty quickly, we have Chan the Magic Man in chat. but Chan the Magic Man is also a cuber. So Chan the Magic Man solves all sorts of cubes as well. So if you guys don't follow Chan, please give Chan a follow. Usually streaming retro games. Also a magician for Twitch Magic will stream Magic on Monday nights, so Magic Monday. But he has a channel redeem for solving a cube, and there's 2x2, 3x3, 4x4, 5x5. The Mega Minx or whatever. I don't even know all of the weird cube names, but that might be something super interesting to you guys that just came in, that are more in the cube like culture. So that is not me, but definitely would totally fit in with Chan. So please give Chan the Magic Man a follow. Okay, all right. So cool. All right, do we feel this is sufficiently scrambled? All right. Okay, I'm gonna beginner's method this. If anybody wants the time, feel free. I'm not gonna be trying to go fast or anything. So, okay, top layer. I feel like I probably shouldn't try and explain because I probably don't need to explain because speed cubers generally already understand. Okay. And I have not done this in like probably a few weeks, probably on a stream. So I'm probably going a little bit slower than I have, but okay, top layer is done. Okay, second layer. I'm not gonna lie, I feel probably more pressure knowing that there's cubers in the in the chat. And then let's see. Oh no. I have messed this up, I think. Wait. I don't know where. Okay. Away, up, boop, boop. Okay, second layer is done. Yeah, second layer is done. Okay, all right. Remember my algorithms for the bottom layer. Okay, do this. And then, wow. Okay, so I was waiting for the fish, but this was super happenstance. Headlights. Swap these two corners. Okay. And then rotate these clockwise around this way. So boom, boom. Okay, solved. Okay, there we are. Okay, woo! All right. Hopefully that was okay, guys. Sorry if it's not as impressive as Dr. Dream, but all right. Holy Chaos says just under 2 minutes, I think. Okay, and I did get lucky because Dr. Dream, thank you so much for the bits. I greatly appreciate it. So yeah, woo. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for the follow as well. ATC Faust. Okay, this is not just bare bottoms beginner's method, a little higher level. Oh, okay. I mean, it's beginner's method where I memorized a bunch of things just for the third layer. And I guess my second layer I cheat a little bit because there's I do something where it's easier to do the second layer edges where I don't have to do the full algorithm every time until the last one. The last one I have to do it because then I maintain. Thank you kindly. All right, probably one of my better ones on stream. There's a couple where I messed up and I forgot, and then there was a couple where I didn't get as lucky on stream as well in the past. But anyway, Pi Master decides to post all the 34 or more decimal points of pi. Let's see here. Okay. Okay, let me see here. I gotta catch it. Do it one-handed. Nope, can't do it one-handed. 100% cuber, blah, blah, blah. Okay, the fact it's not... Oh, the fact that it's not a Rubik's brand. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's... So, I don't like the original Rubik's Cube. Thank you kindly for the applause, Dr. Dream. Because the original Rubik's Cube has more square corners, and you can't, like... or you're gonna see my keyboard on the screen for a little bit. But so like here, you can kind of see like these corners are a little bit more rounded, and like the Rubik's Cube, the actual ones, are super square. So like you couldn't do something where it was like off like this and like still rotate. Like it would just get stuck with the regular Rubik's Cube. So all right, I'm hyped. You should start timing. Oh, yeah, I don't have a timing mat. I don't really feel like I want to learn more. So I'm learning sleight of hand magic. So that's how I'm kind of keeping my hands busy. So that's let's see. Do you go to comps? Oh, that's competitions for Chan the Magic Man. Okay, cool. We love this. All right, cool. Sizable overlap in cubing and magic. Yeah, that probably be true because there's a bunch of magic that is done using a Rubik's Cube, whether it is a legitimate cube or it is a not legitimate cube. We won't talk about specific tricks, but if anybody is aware of a guy named Stephen Brundage, a magician, also is a cuber, got out of a traffic ticket once by showing a cop the magic trick in which he solves a cube in a bag, and then went viral, and now he's like pretty famous magician. So still cubes as far as I know. Can't imagine him not still cubing. Let's see. Now, ATC file says 9x9 is hard work. Oh my god. So not yeah 9x9x9 cube. I can't even imagine doing like. I tried to do my friend had a 7x7, and I just tried fiddling with it for an hour, and I'm like, I give up. Like, oh man. Let's see here. Judging. We are judging you very harshly now. Okay, that's probably in response to me being like, oh, I feel like there's Cubra eyes on me. Can't wait to see the last layer method. Oh, okay, all right. Well, hopefully I explained the last layer enough. I said some random words that could either be gibberish or could actually mean something. So, ignore Faust, he's just joking. It's okay. We're really chill here. At least I'm really chill here, and I hope that chat is also pretty chill. Like, we're hanging out, we're just having fun. Let's see here. Crazy Asian said the pi he knew, so he had to do. Oh, okay, what I knew. Yeah. I mean, for all intents and purposes, if anybody cares, I believe to get down to like the circumference of like molecules or like atoms, you only need 34-ish digits of pi. So if you ever had more than that, for all practical intents and purposes, the actual calculation of pi for anything practical, like I think it's like 30. Yeah, once you have like 34 digits, it's yeah, whatever. The world record is like 135 for a 7x7. I mean, I don't know. I guess I've seen like 3x3 solves in like seconds, so I can imagine somebody getting that good. Doing a sleep lurk. Oh, Six Psycho, thanks for stopping in. Have a good night, and thanks for hopping in. Six Psycho 696. All right, cool. All right, now this is where clap. Thank you for the claps, everybody. Greatly appreciate it. Gibson Lens, Chris M. Yee, Charlie's Beats. That's not a bare bottom. Okay, cool. All right. Nobody likes the Rubik's brand. Yeah, I know, right? Let's see. Looks like a Guan Long V3. I own a bunch of the exact same cube. Okay, yeah. So I don't know exactly what this is, but the symbol on the top is this, and I got it for cheap from China. So Guan Long seems feasible. I got it for like, I don't know. I think this was like a $5 cube at the time. I think to get this cube now it's like $10, but it's worked out fine for me. So if anybody else cares. Okay, cool. So that's the Rubik's Cube solve. Cube in the bag stuff. Yep. Okay, cool. Stephen Brundage. All right. Corrupt full leasing. The biggest cube you can buy is 21 by 21. I can't even imagine like the internals. Like I'm not even fully versed on the internals of a 3x3, and now, oh my god, indeed. Okay, how fast would someone need to solve a 3x3 to really blow you away? I mean, I've seen the world record solves in like 3 seconds, right? It's like 3 point something seconds. Like, you're already down to less than 5 seconds, and I know that is possible. So it's like, oh my god. Dreams PB is 10.91. Oh my god, that is so good. That's amazing. It's crazy to see that written actually. That's so good. That's pretty good, man. That's insanity. That's so fast. That's so fast. Okay, let's see. Let me go ahead and get ready to perform a trick that that Dr. Dream has actually requested. And we will. Oh, let me actually just find all of, because we're going to need all of the aces for this one. Okay. So what we have here is. All right, so time for you to blow us away with some sleight of hand. Excellent. Okay, cool. So first of all, I do want to introduce the Twitch deck. So this is the deck in which I have anybody who either subs or donates like the equivalent of like 500 bits. You get to sign a card, and it's like a continuous shout out for you, kind of like for, you know, until this deck basically shits the bed. So, okay. Now, this trick we're going to use the aces, and I've probably done this in reverse, but you know what? That's okay. We can start with the aces. So I have the ace of clubs, the ace of diamonds, the ace of spades, and the ace of hearts. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and if I show you that we have these aces here, and I place one ace on top, one ace on bottom face down, and then the other two aces are face down in the middle. If I close up the packet and I flip it over, you would expect there to be two aces face down and two aces face up, right? So, but if I go ahead and, you know what, instead of snapping, let me go ahead and use my pink hairband, because that is the magical power for tonight. If I go ahead and I use my pink hairband, the pink hairband will actually show you that all of the cards are now face down. I know, strange, right? But that's okay. That's okay. We're going to break the rules of magic. I'm going to show you the trick again. And instead of, you know, proceeding with the trick, I'll show it to you again. So two aces face up, two aces face down. I'm going to close it up, flip it over. And Rose88 says, where would you be without the pink hairband? Well, other times I've used a battery, cough drops, the shadow of my hand. You know, as long as there's light, I got something. But today, this is the star. So, okay. Here. Now that has gone ahead and fixed itself, and now all the cards are once again face down. Now, normally I'll start with like some other card, like let's say the kings, and then go into the aces, but I'm doing it in reverse today. So we start off with the aces, but actually if I go ahead and I place the hairband on again, that's actually going to change one of the aces to be a king. I know, super strange, right? I'm going to go ahead and do that again, and we're going to get a second king, because look, I know, strange. But actually, let's just bounce it twice. 1, 2. So we've got 1 king, 2 king, 3 king, 4 king, and here you go, my friends. If you were here, you could totally grab the 4 kings and inspect them. And you're probably wondering, where are the aces? Because, well, they're not here on the top, which a lot of people think they are. They're not here on the bottom, but if I spread, I think we'll probably be able to find them. They're there. Oh yeah, and by the way, the aces are signed, because those are some of the cards that were so you can verify if you go back in the VOD or something. Anyway, that, my friends, is a trick called hallucination. Hopefully you enjoyed that hallucination. Arianti, thank you kindly for the applause. Alright. Holy chaos, I love that. That's 4 king impressive, thank you. What did you do with my aces, pink hairband? Thank you kindly for the claps. ATC Faust, Pie Master, Dr. Dream, Rose888. I was definitely seeing things. What? Where? When? I read that in the wrong order, but that's it. Gotta love the power of inanimate objects. Oh, yes, that's right. What game are you playing, Pancake? Oh, thank you kindly. Oh my god, Ice Flame X! Thank you so much for the 1,000 bits. Alright, so we do something here on my channel, and if you end up subbing or donating the equivalent of like a sub or more, you get to sign a Twitch card. So Ice Flame X. First of all, Ice Flame X, have you signed a card before? I'm not sure if you have, but if you haven't, feel free to select a card and we'll sign it for you right now, Ice Flame X. And Chris M.E., thank you kindly for the bits. Thank you so much for the 100 bits. And my friends, Chris M.E. is already, I believe, Chris M.E. is the 2 of spades. So, oh my god, we have a hype train! Holy crap. Thank you kindly, Dr. Dream, for the 250 bits again! So, Dr. Dream, you did 250 bits earlier and 250 bits now, so that equates to a full 500 bits. So, if you also would like to sign a card, please feel free. Let me know. Some of these are already signed, so about half the deck. So, it's kind of a 50-50 shot, but we'll pull it out. Let me see. So... Ice Flame, yeah. By the way, is that too loud, or is that okay? Because I did not check the audio. 9 of diamonds, please, for Dr. Dream. Okay, let's see if 9 of diamonds... Yes, 9 of diamonds is available for Dr. Dream. And Chris M.E., thank you kindly for the gift sub to Arianti! Oh my god, thank you so much. Okay. And then, let's see. King of Spades... Alright, Ice Flame X. So Ice Flame X, Dr. Dream. Alright, excellent. By the way, if anybody is also not following Chris M.E., please give Chris M.E. a follow. Not only is Chris M.E. an early supporter of the stream, but also he streams lots of video games. Also has a variety shows. So, you know, and a fun guy. He also likes Magic, also likes Disney. So please give Chris M.E. a follow as well. Alright, so, okay, I'm going to make sure that I get these right because I know I have sometimes been very close to messing up the spelling. So, Dr. Dream, D-R-E-I-M _. Alright, we're going to do that. D-R-E-I-M _. And we're going to go right through the middle of the 9 here, so... Okay. D R E I M _. Thank you kindly for supporting the stream. Thank you kindly for the raid today, Dr. Dream. And then also, if you ever come in and you request a trick, if I can use a signed card, I try and use this if possible. There's some tricks where I won't be able to, but if a lot of them I can. And then the King of Spades for Iced Flame X. Thank you so much for the bits, for the 10,000, for 1,000 bits. Man, 10,000 bits would be a lot. For 1,000 bits, Ice Flame X. Thank you so much. By the way, if you're not following Ice Flame X, please give Ice Flame X a follow, musician. So, also friend of the music Twitch music community. So please give Ice Flame X a follow. All right, and I think Ice Flame X is Ice Flame _X is short enough. I can put it on one edge. So we'll do that. Iced Flame _ Oh no, it scrolled away. Hold on, I just double check. Okay, _X. Okay, excellent. Okay, and that, my friends, is Chris M.E., thank you so much for the gift sub to Dr. Dream. Oh my god. And Arianti. Okay, yes, excellent. Oh my god. Okay, whew. Alright. What do we do for the rest of the hype train? I don't know. I've never gotten to this point. This is actually the second hype train ever. So, what we're going to do is, let's just speed run whatever card tricks I can think of off the top of my head. I'm not even going to bother with the current list. We're just going to do them. Okay, so, alright, here. I have a 2 of hearts. What I'm going to do is stick the 2 of hearts in the top, in the middle. Sorry. And then we're going to go ahead and show you that it's back on the top. Okay, we just got this power. I'm going to go ahead and place this 2 of hearts into the middle of the deck. Alright, we'll place it deeper in the middle, just so that you'll be convinced. And now if I go ahead and I snap, it's actually going to come back up to the top. Now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to place it here into the middle, like this. And you'll probably think that I've just pushed it into the middle, but I've controlled it. Some people might think that I've controlled it to the top. But no, that's not the case. I've controlled it to the bottom. Oh my god! Thank you kindly for the 100 bits. Thank you kindly for the 100 bits, Arianti! Oh my god! Holy crap! Thank you so much! Chris MB, thank you so much for the gift sub to PieMaster314. Thank you kindly for the follow. Holy Chaos, 45. I mean, that was a lot of chaos to me, so, and thank you kindly for the follows. Terezi TV, Paulson 1987, Rose 888, Ragnar the Terrible, ATC Faust, and then let's see. Okay, and I think I caught all the others. So thank you so much. That was the second hype train ever that I've ever had. You're probably wondering how I know that, because I have a spreadsheet of my streams, so that's how I know. Okay, whew. Delicious heat maps, and then. Here, we were going to give you this color change. If you don't know what a color change is, the color change is basically a type of illusion that makes you look like that you're changing one card into another card. Like that. Okay, and that's a color change. Woo! Okay. Did they make it harder to go through hype chain levels? That much usually is good for at least level 2. I suspect this too. Huh, interesting. So close. Oh, thank you kindly for the hype trains, everybody. I greatly appreciate it. I have not had that many hype trains. I actually don't even stream that much. So, by the way, my typical schedule is just Sunday night, and I don't have a starting time because if anybody didn't know, which somebody had discovered because they did !baby. I'm a relatively new father, and so I have a 40-hour a week job. I have a daughter who's 20 months old. And so the starting time is dependent upon when she goes to bed. So, let's see. Okay, cool. So now we can get back to the regular list. I am sorry, Chris M. Yee, for waiting for so long for your trick. I promise I'm going to bump your trick up to the top right now, Chris M. Yee. Incidentally, it is also the only trick in the queue. Now I have this guy at the tip of my mouse. Oh yeah, by the way, my favorite emote, and from what I've been told, other people have occasionally also used it. This is my favorite emote of mine, and it's the crazy glorious. It's just a picture of my face. But usually at the end of my streams, I will end in saying, have a glorious day, or have a glorious evening, or when I leave somebody else's chat, and it's kind of like the end of their stream, I'll say, have a glorious day, or have a glorious time zone. Okay, whew, alright. Wow, that was exhilarating. Man, I am, you know, I didn't even exercise, I was just yelling a bunch, and like, I'm already panting. Like, maybe I'm out of shape, but that's, okay, whew. I have to set up for this trick. I'm going to be pulling out some cards. But actually, you know what? Actually, let me switch up the cards. We just had a couple of people sign cards, so I'm going to be using the kings and the nines so that we can potentially see the new signatures get used. Kings and nines, okay. Alright. Flame X and Dream. There we go. Okay, so this trick is called Reset. Alright, so we have our Ice Flame X side King of Spades, and the Dr. Dream Oh, and of course, hold on, our requester and also gift subber for today. I'm not going to be using this for the trick, but I should probably put it on screen because thank you so much, Chris M. Yee, for both being a support of the stream, all those gift subs, and just being a cool guy in general. So, all right, okay. So this trick is called reset, and what I'm going to do is hopefully something interesting. So we have the 4 nines over here, and the 4 kings. Let's go ahead and introduce them to you. We have our king of spades. Is that correct? King of spades. The Ice Flame X signed king of spades. And then we have the king of hearts, king of diamonds, and king of clubs. So we're going to leave our 4 kings. Sorry, we're going to leave our 4 kings over here and our 4 nines over here. Now, here's an interesting thing about this trick. Oh, actually, I like to theme this trick as something. Where are my little props? If anybody is a fan of video game emulators, you may know what load states and save states are. So I want you to remember this. The 4 kings are over here and the 4 nines are over here. I'm going to go ahead and hit the save state button. So now we've saved this state. So now if we change this somehow, we can theoretically get back to this state by pressing the load button. Okay, but so here's the thing. If I go ahead and I take this 9, and it's as though I'm playing the game, right? So all I have to do is bring it over to this pile and somehow touch, and it will become a king. I know. Interesting. Now, look, if we have 2 nines over here, and I try and just wave it over the top, nothing happens. I actually have to interact with it, and then something will happen. You know, you would think, ah, there we go. That one changed to a king. And actually, you don't have to just change them 1 at a time. You can change them 2 at a time, because look, here's kings. And so now we have all 4 kings over here, and I believe we should have our nines over there. Yes. Okay, great. Excellent. However, if I just go ahead and I press the load state button, that should reset everything back to the way it originally was, right? That should actually put all of the nines over here. And that should leave all of the kings over here, right? Nines and kings. And that, my friends, is reset. Thank you kindly for the request, Chris M. Yee. And hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Don't forget to save. Alright, a bunch of activity happened in chat. Let me catch up. But the trick queue is empty, so feel free to request tricks. And if you want to request something but you don't know what to request, feel free to use the exclamation point random. And if you need that explanation again, there's a block of text. Okay. Okay. Hey, welcome in, Cashmere Feline, aka Feline. How are you doing? Welcome in. All right. It's 4 a.m. here, so I'm going to head off. Terezi TV, thank you so much for being in here and following and coming in and staying with the raid for a couple tricks. So hopefully you have a great night. And yes, it's super late. I totally understand. Take care of yourselves. Good night. Go to sleep if you need to. Paulson, 1987, thank you so much for coming in. Have a good night. Take care, and hopefully we'll see you another time. Let's see here. Ooh, something interesting. Hi, folks. Beep boop. All right. Galloway, thank you kindly for the applause. Thank you kindly for the claps. Cashmere Feline, Ice Flame X, Chris M. Yee, Gibson Lens. Let's see. Holy Chaos. Let's see here. And IceFlameX, thank you for the random request. And then PieMaster314, thank you kindly for the random request. And Cheng the Gaffmeter, thank you kindly. Cashmere, hope you're doing well, Nam. I'm just waking up from a nap. Oh, well, I'm doing pretty well. I was tired. I was thinking about not streaming, and then I streamed anyway. And oh my god, second hype train of my life. So I've never had a hype train except for my birthday. So this is the only non-birthday hype train I've ever had. So today. Okay, all right. So we're going to be performing a trick called Michael Elevator. And that will also be requested by IceFlameX. So let's use the kings for that one. Again, I probably shouldn't have just shuffled them in like I just did. Okay. Oh, and then let's use... Okay. Let's use this. Okay. Okay. Wow, that queue filled up pretty quick. Thank you kindly for the request, everybody. Okay. This trick is called Michael Elevator. I don't know how to pronounce it. I've called it Michael Elevator, but I think there's like one too many syllables in there. Michael Elevator. I think that might be the accurate pronunciation. But so we are going to be using the 4 kings, and this one is the IceFlameX signed one, and 3 red spot cards. I've chosen them to be red because we're going to theme this as though they are blood-sucking vampires. And so that's why I've got the hearts, and there's just a lot of them on this one. So, okay. So what we want to do is I'm going to go ahead and just place the 4 kings out here like this. And we're just going to keep the red spot cards over here. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the blood-sucking vampires descend on the first king. And actually, that king... Oh, let's go ahead and bring out our magical star for the evening, the pink hairband. Frolic Chris, welcome in! Thank you kindly for the raid. Hey, how's it going? Alright, we're just going to pause here for a second. Hopefully I don't lose my place in the trick. Frolic Chris, how was the stream? I would assume that you were playing piano. So, everybody, if you are not familiar, Frolic Chris, excellent pianist. Plays a lot of VGM, also likes to play a lot of Twitch Music Friends originals. So please give Frolic Chris a follow. And if you really want to have some llama emotes, definitely give Frolic Chris a subscribe. So you see those llamas there, those are definitely Frolic Chris's. So, Frolic Chris, how was the stream? How was it? Thank you so much for following, Don Palombi. How's it going? And so we were in the middle of a trick. Frolic Chris, if you would like to request a trick, feel free, and we'll bump that up to right after we're done with this one. Okay, so we just had the pack of blood-sucking vampires descend on the first king. And that first king is going to find a way, using the pink hairband, to hop back up to the top. And from the top, that's where, in this case, IceFlameX will be able to escape. So, that's great news. Alright. Here, we're going to go ahead and do that again. Look, if I go ahead and I have the blood-sucking vampires descend on the second king, because, you know, those kings are super juicy looking, Pink Hairband is once again going to save the day and infuse its magic and allow the king to actually hop up to the top, because there it is. Now, some people think that, you know, the blood-sucking vampires will only descend on them. But actually, let me show you a situation in which they will surround a king. You know, they're getting smarter, right? That's how every zombie apocalypse type theme progresses. But look, with the help of the pink hairband, that king is going to go ahead and make it up to the top, because look. I know, right? Now, for the final one, I mean, the blood-sucking vampires give up. They're like, all right, none of those worked. We're just going to descend because it's just the easiest thing to do. But look, with the help of the pink hairband, actually, not only that last king happens to be a pilot. The king of diamonds happens to be a pilot. And if we have the kings fly over all of the other through the emotes, perfect cover, this king is going to pick up all of the other kings. And that, my friends, is Michael Vader. Okay, whoo! Thank you kindly for the follows. Goomba1618, Don Palombi Music, and Frolic Chris, thank you kindly for the raid. Greatly appreciate it. Okay, alright. Let me see. Let me come back up here and then catch up with chat. Alright. So, let's see. Yep, we got the llamas from Frolic Chris. Great stream, thanks. How's yours going? Mine's going pretty well. I feel like I just started, but I just realized it's been like an hour, I think. Kashmir says, Doom! Alright. Don Palombi's doing good, just chilling. Awesome. Let's see here. FYI, if anybody doesn't follow Don Palombi, please give Don Palombi Music a follow. Plays drums to basically a lot of cool types of music. So if you're into VGM, anime, originals, popular songs, everything. So I just realized there's just so many people to shout out. All right. Let's see. Nala Tanuki, hey, welcome in. Oh, you came in with the raid. Okay, awesome. Yeah, if anybody doesn't follow Nala Tanuki, piano player, and also plays one of our mods originals, Gibson Lens. So please give Nala Tanuki a follow. And actually, this is a good time for me to bring up our mod as well. If you guys are not following Gibson Lens, please give Gibson Lens a follow. Plays piano, VGM, popular music, esoteric music, has a bunch of songbooks, has a lot of effects that you can change the piano sounds to, but he has composed at least 30, over 30 originals that he can play for you. And also, I occasionally mod over there, so you might see me as well. But please definitely give Gibson Lens a follow and show him our mod love. Alright, let's see. And that was Michael Vader. Okay. I'm a little overwhelmed. I feel like there's a lot of presence. Okay, Frolic Chris has requested Center of Attention. Wow, you really like that one, huh, Chris? Because I did that one, I think I just added it a couple weeks ago. And I did it a couple of times. So... You did it behind the emotes, didn't you? Okay. Alright, me Goomba1618, me ruining magic and putting all the emotes there. Oh, no, it's fine, it's fine. You can emote all you want. It's fine. Let's see. This is another great one. Gotta go have lunch. Enjoy the rest of the stream. Thank you kindly, Holy Chaos 45. Thanks for the follow, and hopefully we'll see you back another time. Have a glorious lunch. Iceflame X, I've got to get some sleep. Iceflame X, have a good night. Go work in the morning. Good night, everyone. Have a good rest of stream. Thank you kindly, Iceflame X, for the support, and have a good night. Sleep well. Kashmir Feline says, sheesh! There's a lot of E's in there, and they're emotes, so I feel like I have to enunciate. Okay. Whew. Yeah, Expanse Club. Now, oh, Zuljanim is in here? Hello, Zuljanim. How's it going? Welcome in, Zuljanim. Also, if you don't follow Zuljanim, excellent piano player, plays a lot of video game and anime music, also has some K-pop in there, and definitely give Zuljanim a follow. If you couldn't tell, a lot of my streamer friends are all part of the Twitch music, basically. So I enjoy listening to music. I often will do this while I'm working because it's like live music while I'm listening. Avian Trine, welcome in. I think. Wait, I might have said hi to you already, but I didn't. By the way, if you're not following Avian Trine, please give Avian. Everybody in chat, follow everybody else in chat. Everybody here is cool. All right. Whew. Okay. So, okay, Chris, Frolic Chris, thank you kindly for the raid, has requested a trick called Center of Attention. So, let's go ahead, and I do need to slightly prepare for this one. Okay. And also, reminder to hydrate yourselves if you are not. Tonight I'm having some Scottish black tea. So that is my black tea for tonight. Okay, all right. Here we go. All right, center of attention. So I have 4 cards here, and you will not believe what they are. They are the 4 aces. I know. Now, which one of these aces would you say is probably the most narcissistic? Which one would you say is the one that is egotistical? That the spades. We got Frolic Chris says spades. Charlie's Beat says spades. Frolic Chris says CDAPs or SIDAPs. Chan the Magic Man says ace of spades. Okay, clearly it's the ace of spades. Okay. Now, for those of you who are unaware, the ace of spades, when it knows it's in a magic trick, it always wants to be the center of attention. So if I go ahead and I just try and place it into the pack face down, it's going to know, and it's going to find a way to turn itself face up. I know. Super strange, right? But look, all I have to do is try and turn it. I'm going to try and punish it. Try and put it back into the pack face down. Like that. But it knows it's in the middle of a trick, so it totally wants to be the center of attention. And so it's going to turn itself face back up. Now, if I go ahead and I try and remove the ace of spades, and I'll bring it up to the small camera up here, so you see I'm not doing anything super weird and fishy. The ace of spades hops back into frame, but actually it swapped places with all of the other aces. And now, my friends, that is the center of attention. Frolic Chris, thank you kindly for the raid, the request, and the enthusiasm for Magic. So thank you so much. Greatly appreciate it. Okay. Thank you kindly for the claps. Charlie's Beats. Chan the Magic Man says, what? OMG! Arianti. Frolic Chris. Zuljanim. Goomba1618. Pie Master. Charlie's Beats. Thank you so much for the claps. Greatly appreciate it. All right. Okay. Next, we have a request from Pie Master 314 or 314. Okay, I can probably just shuffle actually on screen. Okay, so once again, we have our Twitch deck here today, as we usually do. And I'm going to shuffle. This one is a trick that can be done with a borrowed deck. So, and what we're going to do... Oh, Frolic Chris has redeemed a dad joke. All right, let me attempt to deliver one. Okay, this one is going to be catering a little bit to the fandom that is currently in chat, but all right, here we go. What is the, and I did put this in another chat, so some of you who were in that chat may have seen it. What is the last ditch, last hope for a classical music genre RPG video game? The answer is Final Fantasy Impromptu. Alright, maybe not everybody got that, but those of you who did, you're my people. Arianti, thank you for the dead. Probably Chris. I got it. Yeah. I figured anybody who's like into VGM and like piano definitely got it. Charlie's Beats, lol, still funny. Okay, if you didn't like that one, we'll give you a little bonus because some people may not have gotten that one. But I have shared this one on stream, so there is a chance that this will be a duplicate. Anyway, I've never traveled outside of North America. Some people say I've been incontinent my entire life. And we'll just leave it at that. Hey, there's somebody. Chain the Magic Man. Thank you kindly for the badumts. Thank you. Okay, cool. All right. Okay, I just shuffled this. Whether you believe it or not, I mean, we can give it another shuffle. Borrow deck. It's fine. We're going to need 2 cards selected, and we're going to split up the deck into 2 packets. So let's go ahead and have the first card get selected. All right, I did spread, and there was already a heat map on this one. So unless anybody wants to change their mind, I didn't like plan it. I'm not that good that I can be like, there's a heat map right there on screen. I could spread the deck, and then it's gonna perfectly land right there. I'm not that good. Okay, here's the other one. Okay, okay, and so does anybody want to double up on a vote or consolidate? Otherwise, we'll go with the first one, even though that's arguably the most suspicious. Okay, we're doubling up on the suspicious one. All right, we're gonna take it. All right, now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and show everybody. It doesn't matter that I see it. Okay, 3 of diamonds. The important thing to note is what we're gonna do is we are gonna be leaving it face up in the pile of face down cards. So yeah, mostly face down, face up. Now I'm gonna need another selection, and so once again, I'm going to go ahead and spread, and feel free to move your heat maps around, or just have it land exactly on that one. It's up to you, whatever you guys want to do. Once again, I'm not that good. I can't be like, man, that's the heat map. I'm going to land it right there. But, okay, if all else fails, we'll go with this one, because this is like the one that somebody made a deliberate choice. All right, or we'll double up on, okay, if anybody wants to vote for one of these two, we'll go with one of those two. We got 3 on this one. I was presuming that this was okay. Everybody's jumping on this bandwagon. Okay, so this one will be the other one. Sorry, whoever did this vote, but I love you anyway. Thank you for participating. Okay, all right. Once again, it doesn't matter that I see this, but it is the 5 of spades, and what we're going to do is leave it face up amongst the face down cards. Now, what we are going to be doing is something horrific. And if you like neatness and orderliness, this next part is not for you. By the way, I'm just going to go ahead and grab these heat maps. Delicious heat maps. I'm going to go ahead and flip this packet over. And what we're going to do is we're going to shuffle face up into face down cards. I know. It hurts me too. Maybe more than you. But look. I'm going to push them in. Cleanly push them in. Okay. And then we'll even cut a few times. Scandalous move. I know, right? Such scandal. Much move. I know. Okay, and we even stop right there. Okay. Now, for this entire stream, I've relied on my pink hairband to fix my mistakes. And even though I didn't make a mistake, I'm feeling awfully lazy. So let's go ahead and use the pink hairband anyway. Alright, pink hairband, please give me your magic. Yes, alright. Man, I don't know if I'm just overplaying it tonight or, man, that hype train really got to me. I'm feeling super hype. Like, so thanks a lot, guys. Chance says, no! Okay. By the way, if anybody's into chess, I recently watched a. I like to watch chess videos. I'm not that great at chess. I'm probably like an enthusiast. So, but I watched Gotham's video in which the title was No, and it was like a Carlsen versus. No, sorry, it was a Nakamura versus someone, Wesley So, and it ended in a stalemate. And I was like, oh my god, that's ridiculous. And it was no because it ended in a stalemate. Anyway, spoiler. I don't know if anybody cared, but okay. The pink hairband should have had enough time to work its magic. I would say pun intended, but you're watching a magic stream, so believe it or not, it has fixed the entire deck. The entire deck, except for what you would imagine to be 2 cards. 1 and 2. Any guesses as to what these cards are? I'll give you one guess. I believe one of them will be the. Yeah, we're just going to do it. 3 of diamonds and 5 of spades. And that, my friends, is Triumph Squared. Oh, I just realized this is not a smiley face for you guys. Hold on. I was making it look like a smiley face for me, but actually... hold on. We can do this. Ready? There we go. Smiley face for you guys. Hey! Let's straighten that nose. Oh, sorry, nose job. Boom. There we go. Alright. That, my friends, is Triumph Squared with a smiley face at the end. Thank you kindly for the claps and applause. Everybody. Let's see. Chan the Magic Man, thank you kindly for the claps. And Arianti, thank you for the applause. Goomba1618, Charlie's Beats, Cashmere Feline, Pie Master, Frolic Chris, very nice. Thank you so much. Oh yeah, spoilers. I'm sorry if anybody's a chess fan. Sorry, not sorry. I mean, I don't know. That game's been out for like days. Probably statute of limitations, and people have made YouTube videos about it. So I don't know. It's fine. It was one game. Okay. Oh, let's see. We've got... Checking the gaff meter has requested Hair Razor. Hold on. I do have to find some cards for this one. So let me prep for that. But hopefully everybody's doing well. Hopefully everybody had a great Sunday. I believe everybody here observes Sunday. And then anybody who celebrates Easter, Happy Easter. Nala Tanuki says, Crazy Asian, are you one of the friendliest streamers? FR. If FR means French, whoa, I'm not French. But, Nala Tanuki, thank you so much for the 100 bits. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, for real. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. Alright, so the fact that I'm feeling so hyped, like I'm like actually kind of nervous that if I mess up a trick, I'm gonna be like, man, but I don't know, like it probably doesn't matter too much if I mess up. I'll just do it again. So I have this thing where I do things from the top, or do a mulligan, if anybody's familiar with that concept. Okay, let's see. I do have to remember, and I may have to consult the spreadsheet. I'm going to try and remember how to do this without consulting the spreadsheet, because I would like to do this nicely here. Boom. 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 Okay. I think... For real. FR is for real. Oh, for real? I'm sorry. I'm an old person and have not been on the internet. That's probably a lie. I probably can't say that. But no, I am... So I've tried to use a lot of proper grammar in in a lot of my chats, so I don't really pick up on the abbreviated lingo a lot. Yeah, so my apologies, but thank you so much for the compliment, Nuki, and the bits. And you guys get that. You guys get that laugh for free on me. Boom! Quite literally. All right. Okay, so this is a trick called Hair Raiser, and it's going to use the ace, 2, and 3. Really can be of any suit, so we're going to use. You know what? The trick, I've not gone too far yet, so I haven't. We're gonna do this one again. If anybody, hey, Gibson Lens, if you're around, if you can do a mulligan for me, that would be great. Because I just tweaked a thing. I just tweaked a thing. Okay. Thank you kindly, Gibson Lens. Greatly appreciate it. Okay. All right. Here we go. This is called Hair Raiser. It's going to use ace, 2, and 3 of a particular suit. Now, I have 2 helper cards that are going to be helping me here. And actually, those cards are the... Man, and I should have really thought about this. They're going to be the red jacks. So here are the red jacks, and they're going to be helping me out with this. So, what we are going to do is, I'm going to go ahead and take the ace here, and what we're going to do is take that and place it here on the bottom. Now, all I have to do is use the pink hair tie and make that ace hop back up to the top. I know. Interesting. And it will go ahead and do the same thing with the 2. So if I go ahead and place the 2 on the bottom, use the pink hairband, that's going to make the 2 hop back up to the top. I know. Interesting, right? And finally, for the 3, grab the 3, place it on the bottom, use the pink hairband, and that'll make the 3 hop back up to the top. I know, gotta get one of them pink hair ties. Yes, yes, way safer to search for pink hair ties than really oddly weird shaped cough drops. Alright, referencing a previous stream. Now, some people believe that there was some sleight of hand and trickery, and of course you're watching a magic stream and sleight of hand is afoot, but we can do that a lot faster because that went a little bit slow. All I have to do is place the 3 on the bottom, pink hair tie it, and the 3 is actually going to hop back up to the top. We're going to place the 2 on the bottom, we're going to pink hair tie it, and then that's actually going to make the 2 hop up to the top. And then once again, we're going to go ahead and place the ace on the bottom, and then the pink hair tie it, and that'll make the ace hop back up to the top. I know, interesting, right? So what we have here are the 2 jacks that were our helpers, and a lot of people will think that the jacks were the ones that were actually helping, or that are magical, but actually it is the 3, the 2, and the ace. These are the magical cards. However, if I go ahead and I just lay those down, and you know what? So we don't need the jacks anymore, but let's go ahead and just cut somewhere, like here. Now, here's the thing. If the jacks were the magical ones, then these cards wouldn't be able to do anything, and they would still be the... And you know what? I'm not even going to have the pink hair tie touch them, because that's the thing that's going to make it a little bit weird. So let's just look at the card that we cut to. The card that we cut to is Queen of Diamonds. Okay, excellent. So if this was really magical, we're not even going to have the pink hair tie touch to the Queen, but let's have the Queen touch these 3 cards. And if these 3 cards are magical, they will no longer be the ace, 2, and the 3. They'll be the other 3 queens. And that, my friends, is Hair Raiser starring the pink hair tie, but without the kicker at the end. Boom. Arianti says, I also have to I got to get one of those pink hair ties also. Thank you kindly. Oh, we got Chan with the OMG. Thank you kindly for the emotes, Arianti, and thank you kindly for the claps. Chan, Zuljanim, Arianti. Checking the gaff meter says, jumping Jehoshaphat. And Chan the Magic Man says, flip. Thank you kindly for the claps, Charlie's Beats. And thank you for the wow, Zuljanim. Thank you. Thank you kindly for the claps. Checking the gaff meter. And Kashmir Feline. Also known as Feline. Alright. And that was Hair Razor. Hopefully everybody enjoyed. And now we have a request from Charlie's Beats. Let's go ahead and double check and make sure that, let's see, sometimes Charlie likes to redeem things, so I just want to double check. Okay, dad joke, we already handled that. Cool. You even got a bonus, those two. Alright, excellent. Okay, so, and since Charlie requested this, let's go ahead and use the Charlie signed card. So normally I would do this with the aces, because that's just normally how the trick's done, but we don't have to. We can just use the any old 4 of a kind, and Charlie's Beats has signed the 5 of hearts. Oh, if anybody is curious and didn't know, yeah, so anybody who subs or gives the equivalent of like a sub, you get to sign a card in the Twitch deck, and then basically if you request a trick, I try and use the card. There's a lot of tricks that I can use basically any cards for, but some tricks I can't. So, but anyway, all right. So we're going to be using the 5s. So here's the thing with this trick. If I go ahead and I just reverse count them, and I go ahead and I place the 5 of spades here, and the 5 of clubs here, and I ask you where the 5 of spades was, I think a lot of people would say here. And you know what? That's correct, because that's exactly what I did. Okay. Now, if I go ahead and I do the exact same thing again, so if I go ahead and I place the 5 of spades here, and the 5 of clubs here, where would you say the 5 of spades is? Now, the only difference this time is that the pink hair tie is going to touch it. That's it. So the first time, I did exactly what you thought I did. The second time, I did exactly what you think I did, and then had the pink hair tie touch it. So where would you say the 5 of spades is now? So I see a heat map down here. I'm assuming that that one, or maybe it's just there at the corner because it's trying to indicate it's going to be over here. All right, whoever that heat map was probably is correct, because if I show you, oh, we got another heat. Okay, because if I show you, yeah, whoever's probably has seen this trick before, because if I show you, the 5 of spades is here, and this is the 5 of clubs, and actually, the hair tie has found the Charlie's Beats 5 of hearts. And that, my friends, is Daly's last trick, themed for Charlie's Beats. Thank you for the request, Charlie. Hopefully you enjoyed. And thank you, everybody, for clicking with heat map. So, also, I should probably eat these heat maps here. Delicious heat maps, everybody. Delicious. Arianti says, I just assumed you'd trick me. Correct assumption. Arianti. Thank you kindly for the claps. Arianti, Zuljanim. Thank you kindly for eating, Gibson Lens. That's kind of a weird thing to say. Thank you for eating. Like, It's not like at a restaurant. It's like, oh, thank you for coming here. Thank you for eating here, as opposed to just thank you for eating. Like, period. Like, all right. So, oh, that's right. That reminds me. I wanted to go back to my last stream and highlight a thing. I forgot to do that. I haven't done that yet. Okay, let's see. Currently, the queue is empty. If anybody would like to request a trick, feel free to request a trick. We have the trick list. Also, it's a regular streamer song list that I only put magic tricks in. Well, I guess mostly magic tricks. There's one non-magic trick, but we already did that tonight, so if you missed it, I'm sorry. Also, a reminder for everybody to take a stretch break. If you haven't stretched, now's a good time. So, my daughter, my 20-month-old daughter, she looks at me funny when I do my stretch, and I groan like, and then mommy goes, Daddy is stretching like a bear. And so, yeah, I guess I'm like a bear. Except I don't hibernate. I just kind of like, I wake up, eat the food, and do stuff, and then I don't hibernate. So, Obi-Wan, don't talk with your mouth full of virtual maps. Oh, I'm so sorry, Obi-Wan. But thank you kindly for the reminder. Also, hydrate if you haven't hydrated. Okay. Also, let's give Obi-Wan a shout out. Obi-Wan, thank you kindly for stopping in. And if you are interested in watching somebody play guitar or code, please give Obi-Wan a follow. Okay, let's see. What can we do next? Nam Nam is a bear. Confirmed? I mean, the question is, am I just a bear or am I an owl bear? That's the question. Okay, I'm just going to double check my list of boss tricks to make sure that I didn't erroneously miss a boss trick, but I'm just going to double check, and if there is one, we may do it, and if not, because I think I'm mostly caught up with boss tricks. Yeah, okay, so the one I was most afraid of, Hitchcock Aces, I nailed last stream, so that was good. And then in Pink Floyd, we dealt with last time as well. So, oh, but Chan did say he reverse engineered Pink Floyd, so excellent. Let's go ahead and, you know what? Let's do Pink Floyd. That was a joke because your mouth was never full. Never full, or was it my mouth half empty? Okay. I do want to get better at Pink Floyd, so that's kind of the motivation behind me wanting to perform this at the moment. And I do feel bad because when I originally did so if anybody didn't know, I have a YouTube channel with a ton of magic tricks. So if anybody wants to see more magic, oh, you're welcome, Wigwon. And you did not know that I have a YouTube channel, please go check out my YouTube channel. There's 50 bajillion magic tricks there. I did a project in which I did 100 magic tricks in 100 days. 100 real-time calendar days. So, anyway. The quality of those tricks is a little bit worse because I didn't have my good webcams that I'm currently streaming with now. So, but if you want to check out more magic, there it is, and you'd be supporting me just by watching. So, and even if you don't actively watch, if you just play one of the playlists on an active tab and you just mute it, that's perfectly fine. That'll help me out. Okay, cool. Anyway. Alright. Okay, so this trick is called Pink Floyd. Oh yeah, where I was going with this was I'd messed up attributing this trick. I had misnamed it and messed up the creator because there were so many other people on YouTube that also messed it up that when I finally found out the real, and I'm like, oh my god, there's literally only like one other video that got it correct, and there's like 8 of these other videos that misattribute it, and it's like it's a different trick. So it's like, oh, okay. So anyway, here we are, and I'm going to do it as though, so I'm reading this mystical note. This note says, to whom it may concern, these 4 jokers are haunted, and they don't like all of their eggs to be stolen and cracked. A word of warning, do not place these jokers back to back. Okay, so, well, we have 4 cards, and let's take a look. So we have Joker, Joker, and Joker. Alright, that's legitimate. And, oh, Arianti, thank you kindly for the YouTube subscribe. Excellent. Watching after stream. And we have, okay. So, I guess what this thing was saying not to do was don't put the jokers back to back. Well, what happens if I do place them back to back? Jokers. Oh. Oh, that's what happens. Okay, so it changed the back of a joker to be red. Interesting. Oh, Zuljanhim, thank you kindly for the YouTube subscribe. Greatly appreciate it. Alright, okay, so, hold on. Let's take this out. Okay, let's try this again. We've got more jokers. So if I go ahead and I take this joker and place it back to back with this one. Ah! Oh! Okay, so it is now red here, not red here. Okay, alright, excellent. So that's cool. Okay, hold on, let's take this out. Okay. We're gonna be left with 2. So we've got 2 and 2. Okay. Alright. Here's what we can do. Let's do an experiment. What I want to do is let's hold these face to face and see if anything happens. Okay, face to face. Here we go. Boom. I don't know if I have to shake it or like blow on it. Wait. Let's pink hair tie it. Did you do anything? They're haunted. No, nothing? Nothing. Okay. Nothing face to face. But let's go ahead and place them back to back. Like so. Alright, hair tie, stay away. This is the haunting that is happening. I know English is a weird language. Okay. Yay! It's red. How about this one? Oh, this one's also red. Alright, interesting. So now, what are we going to do with a bunch of red-backed jokers? Interesting. How does one do this? I think what I need to do is, what if I take the red-backed jokers and I put them back to back, like this. And that's now blue again, and that's blue again. And I think everything... So all of the jokers are now blue-backed again. And that, my friends, is Pink Floyd. Okay. Whew, all right. It is now midnight. I know I started late, but I do still work, and I am tired. I've been tired all week. I've been talking to everybody about how I had the day off on Friday from work, but I had to take care of my baby, which, I got to spend a lot of time with her, so that's great, but it's exhausting. She's at the point where she is able to run around the house and like mess with things and like destroy things. She's experimenting, and she's like, I want to touch water, and not just that, I want to put the water everywhere. It's like, man, she's running all over the place, so it's just tiring. But let's go ahead and do last call. If anybody would like to see any more magic, feel free to request something, and if not, I will totally put in my usual like finale 1 or 2 tricks, and then we'll go from there. So, but anyway, that was Pink Floyd. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thank you kindly for the claps. Zuljanim, Charlie's Beats, Kashmir Feline for the shake, and Obi-Wan for the claps. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciate it. Okay. Oh no, I missed the stream. Oh, well, for Loris, I just called last call. So, now's your chance. You can get something in. Request something. And then we'll get that and the usual finale tricks. Or I'll try and... Let me see if there's another finale trick that I know you haven't seen, because I know you saw the last 2. So, thank you kindly for the claps. Chan the Magic Man. Hopefully, Chan, that jives with your Pink Floyd understanding now that you hopefully know how it's done. Okay, let's see here. I could practice this one again. Coin matrix, excellent. Oh! I have a fun idea that I could do with this one, actually. So we'll do the coin matrix in a second. Okay, let me see if I can wing this really quick. Winging it really quick. Okay, hold on. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Let me find some things. But anyway, for Loris, how are you doing? Thanks for coming. Thanks for dropping by. I understand that it was Easter Sunday. I don't know if you celebrated or anything, but happy Easter. And if not, happy Sunday. I know everybody observes Sunday, so definitely for sure, happy Sunday. And then if you celebrated Easter, happy Easter. Okay. Hold on. I am trying to... Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Let's do that. This. This. Okay. I hope I can pull this off. Let me see if this is doable. I'm not... So, sorry, I'm trying to wing a trick right now for the first time in a while. I mean, I guess I did this a couple times, but this is like the most wingingest ever. Okay. Alright. I'm just going to quickly take a peek. Okay, this seems okay. Alright. I think I'm... Alright, I'm going to take a swig of tea before I do this. Okay. For Laura says, Happy Easter! I had a nice weekend. I'm having a break from university, which I desperately needed. How are you? I'm doing well, for the most part. Mostly tired and exhausted, but you know, that's comes with the territory with having a baby and working a job. So, but yeah. Alright guys, I'm going to be doing this trick a little bit differently today. So normally you do coin matrix with coins, but I have delved deeply into my old stash and perhaps purchased some new. If you are a child of the 90s, you may remember these. These are called Pogs. And yeah, if you are aware of the emote PogChamp, I believe that is the face of a person playing the game Pogs. So I here have these 4, which are like an 8-ball on the back with something. So first of all, if you don't know what an 8-ball is, also child of the 90s, you should probably know what an 8-ball is. But here, I'm just going to go ahead and place these right here for a second, and then what we're going to do is I have these queens set aside. So we have the Queen of Diamonds, the queen of spades, the queen of hearts, and the queen of clubs. And what we're going to do is we're going to be using these for our coin matrix today. So let's go ahead and place those pogs out like this. And the fact that they are larger than a quarter will probably make it a little bit more difficult than usual. But I think we can manage. And if we don't, that's okay. No big deal. So, okay. Now, first things first. I'm going to tell you that I can teleport these pogs from here to there. Watch. It's going to happen pretty quick. Gotta pay attention. From here to there. Amazing. And then from here to there. Now, the important thing was, besides the teleporting pogs, did you see what else I did? Because I believe I started out with the pogs in which they were 8 balls, right? But if I show you now, the pogs are all ace of spades pogs. And actually, not only that, we had started out with the queens, right? But because these are now the ace of spades, these cards have also changed to become the aces as well. And that, my friends, is the coin matrix. For Laura says, damn! Ah! For Laura says, ah! Stop. Oh yeah, sorry, I probably should have had a sound warning, right? Charlie's Beats, thank you kindly for the detective. Huh? What? And For Laura says, no, that's insane! Chris M.E., thank you kindly for the claps. For Laura, thank you kindly for the applause. And Obi-Wan says, impressionant. Thank you kindly for the claps as well, Obi-Wan. Alright, and that was probably one of the ultimate coin matrices. So, yeah, normally you just make the coins teleport and that's it. But when you swap out the coins, and then you also swap out the cards, that's nuts. I love this trick. I think this is my second favorite. Awesome! That's so cool. Yeah, I am so happy that you enjoyed this. So, like, I enjoy the basic coin matrix because it's easy to do, but then, like, you know, where do you go from there? So it's like, this is what you can do with it. This is where you take it. So yeah, that is the coin matrix. Thank you kindly for the request for Loris. Greatly appreciate it. Okay, cool. So let's see. I believe we did some... we did do a last call. So I'm going to be doing probably something different. I would like to do 2 smaller tricks. So instead of my usual closers, because I know I've done Dazed and Picasso Aces a lot, let me go ahead and... so first of all, this first one I have to practice a little bit. So that's kind of why I want to do it. Trick request. Red, blue, oil and water. And then I did mention vampires earlier, so I'm going to go ahead and do the vampire card trick. Am I rate limited from my own? Oh, no. No, trick request. Did not find it. Vampire card trick. Oh, that's weird. One word vampire wasn't enough. As far as I know, there's no other tricks that have the word vampire in the trick list. It should have found it the first time. Hold on, this is gonna bother me. I'm gonna have to vampire. Yeah, it's the only one with vampire. It should have found it with vampire. All right. I'm either rate limited or, you know, whatevs, song list bot, whatevs. Okay. All right. Okay. So. Good night, Nam. Appreciate you as always. Thank you kindly checking the gaff meter if you're heading out. So yeah, we're gonna do a couple of finale tricks, and then we're gonna wrap up, and then we're gonna raid out, and then We'll call that a stream. All right, cool. Okay, so first finale, and also I'm choosing to do this one first because if I mess this up, I'm not ending on a trick that I mess up on. So then we'll do vampire card trick, and if I mess up on that one, I don't know. Yeah, it should have responded either by adding a trick or telling you that it couldn't find a trick. Yeah, that's weird, Gibson Lens. Isn't that weird? That's so weird. Anyway, neither here nor there. I mean, I got the result that I wanted after another request, but like that is bizarre. It wasn't like I was like speeding. It was like within a few seconds maybe. I, as the broadcaster, should not have been rate limited by my own bot. Okay, so we have 4 cards here, and this trick is called. Oh, For Laura says it just got scared. The bot didn't have any garlic. Oh, well done. All right, so this trick is called red, blue, oil, and water. So what we have here is 4 cards, 2 blue back cards, 2 red back cards. The thing that I want you guys to note is that the red back cards are also red spot cards, and the 2 blue back cards are there's no blue spots, so they are black spots. Now, if I go ahead and I mix them like this, you would expect that they're mixed on the front and mixed on the back. But if I go ahead and I just flip it over and I snap, believe it or not, that's actually going to separate them. I know, that's so weird, right? Interesting. But look, if I go ahead and I place, if I place a card and I mix them again like this, and I flip it and I snap, sorry, pink hairband. That is also going to separate them. Now, some people believe that I do something sneaky. So here, let me go ahead and just do this first. I'm going to mix them on the front, and you'll see that they're mixed on the front. And then when I flip it over on the back, you'll see that they're also mixed on the back. But some people think that I do something sneaky when I unmix them, like this. But all I have to do is snap. I'm not even going to turn it over this time. And actually, that's going to mix them. Like, that's just how it is. And then if I go ahead and I turn it over and I snap, that's actually going to then unmix them. Right? I know. Interesting. And actually, these are, yeah, appropriately black and red. And that, my friends, is red, blue, oil, and water. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'm willing to say that was pretty clean. I like that one. I think that was a good run. I learned that one recently, so probably one of the newest tricks that I've learned. So definitely getting more confidence just running through with that one. Okay, and then we have one last trick, and normally at this point this is where I will go through and thank everybody, so let's go ahead and do that. But thank you for the claps. For Loris, Obi-Wan, Gibson Lens, thank you so much. So, alright, we're coming to Charlie's Beats, thank you kindly for the claps. Thank you so much everybody for being here tonight. I know that it was a holiday for many of you, and I know that my schedule is super weird. Sunday nights, ambiguous time, I know, super weird. But I thank you for being here, and thank you for coming and hanging out, chatting in the chat if you interacted with the stream, chatting in the chat, requesting a trick, heat mapped on the screen, selected a card, anything like that. Thank you so much for everybody who supported the stream. Man, second hype train, hype! So thank you everybody who donated bits, who subbed, who gifted subs. Thank you so much. And thank you guys so much for the hype train. Thank you so much to our raids tonight. We got them from Frolic Chris and Dr. Dre. So thank you so much to the raiders and anybody who has actually hung out and stayed for a few tricks or even stayed for the rest of the stream. Thank you so much. And let's see here. Also, let's thank our mod, Gibson Lens. Please give our mod, Gibson Lens, a follow if you're not already. Plays piano, plays from some songbooks. We often request Disney and Phantom of the Opera, specifically from the songbooks. But also, if anybody is a fan of Cocteau Twins, we are still on the search for fans of Cocteau Twins. Please let us know. Oh yeah, and I made this command, so we should totally use this command too. But yeah, please give Gibson Lens a follow if you're not already. And then, thank you for all of the lurkers who have been here, because anybody who knows and has been here before, I can just practice magic at home without anybody watching. And the thing is, when I'm practicing by myself, there's no magic happening. It is literally just me fiddling with cards. But if anybody is watching, that means the magic is happening in your mind. And so with that, thank you so much, and let's go into our finale trick and find somebody to raid. Okay. So. Alright. We have here 4 cards. We have the Ace of Hearts, the 2 of Hearts, the 3 of Hearts, and the King of Spades. The King of Spades is going to act as our vampire. And the vampire needs to suck the blood of a victim. And basically in each one of these cases, the ace will represent the first victim, the 2 will be the second victim, and the 3 will be our third victim. Now, all it takes is a little bit of covert time. And that's how much time the vampire needs to suck all of the blood. Because here's the 3, here's the 2, here's our vampire. But actually, all of the blood has been sucked out from our Ace of Spades. Or sorry, Ace of Hearts. Man, I say Ace of Spades so much that it's like... but that's okay. Our vampire is still hungry, and I choose hearts because there's blood in them hearts. So here's our 2, here's our 3, and of course our vampire. And the vampire is going to suck the blood of our second victim. So here's our 3. Here's our vampire. But our 2 has lost all of its blood. Like all of it. Front and back. I know. And then finally our 3. It can happen so quickly because I know. So look, our vampire lives in a modern day society. If you find 3 bodies with like teeth marks in necks, people are going to ask questions. There will be an internet sleuthing over the mystery. And so this vampire knows how to get out of Dodge. And so the vampire knows to disappear. And that, my friends, is the vampire card trick. Thank you kindly for the OMG, Chan. And thank you so much for the... Oh, vampire emotes, Obi-Wan. Excellent. Good find. And For Lore says, girl! What? Girl, look at her butt. No. Thank you kindly for the claps. Cashmere Feline, Obi-Wan, Gibson Lens, Chris M. Yee, Charlie's Beats. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciate it. I hope everybody had fun. Thanks for stopping by, and thank you for being a wonderful audience today. And man, so I'm just let people know who are in here late who weren't here at the beginning. But like, I was thinking about not streaming because I've been tired all week, and like honestly, doing this, I was like, after the first raid, I was like, oh my god, I'm so glad I started streaming today. And I'm like, I don't know if you can tell, I'm like high energy now. So I'm like, so thanks so much. For Laura says, the vampire attacking on the day of the Lord. Evil. I know. And you know what? I ended that day today. Actually, no. That's a lie. In my time zone, it is now the next day. It is now 4:10 on the U.S. East Coast. So it is a different day. So for any of you who are still in that day, just know that I'm in the next day. So there we go. All right. Let's see. And then let's see. Obi-Wan says vegan vampire. Nothing to worry about. I mean, could have been sucking the blood out of. So for anybody who's into like fake meat substitutes, now I don't think anybody is inherently into fake meat, but like things like Impossible Burger and like Beyond Burger and Beyond Meat and Impossible Meat, they have created an interesting chemical or like biochemical technology that makes it seem like it has blood or bleeds called, I think it's called heme. And so the way that it cooks, it's supposed to simulate a little bit about blood having there. Yeah, Kashmir says, heme. But yeah, so it's the thing that makes that red in blood. But the thing is, if you're into food and you've been exposed to these, the technology's gotten pretty good. It's like if you are a fan of meat, you will know that it is not meat. But it's good enough. Like it still tastes decent, and you can flavor it with things. It's still good. So it's look. I'm not telling you how to live your life, but if you've been on the fence about tasting fake meat, it's pretty decent now. You just have to get over the fact that it's not meat, but you can. It's basically it's good. It's good. Okay. All right. Whoa, 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 whoa. Is there a? Let me see here. Let me see who else is before I jump the gun. I think I see a Meow 2 streaming. Is that right? Or did I just miss-see that? Oh, not anymore? Oh, did they literally just raid out? They just literally raided out. Okay. Well, okay, there goes that idea. All right. Oh, you know what? We should probably go to. Let me see. Let me just make sure. Before we jump the gun again. Okay. All right. I know. It's kind of like super crazy. Okay, right. All right. We're going to be going to, and I don't think I've ever raided, but we're going to raid Noob Pianist because we got a raid from a cuber before, and we did talk about cubing stuff for a little bit on stream. Noob Pianist would be perfect, even though it's a noob pianist in the name, friend of Music Twitch, but also does cubes. So that I think would be a great raid, and I've never raided Noob Pianist before. So let's go ahead and raid Noob Pianist. So Ezra Music, welcome in. Oh yes, we are choosing to raid out. So yeah, please copy your raid call. We're going to be raiding Noob Pianist. For the reasons I just said, and I've also never raided Noob Pianist before, so and I think it would be a good match for if anybody is hung out with for the stream. So okay, all right, here we go. I'm going to start the raid, and then yeah, please copy a raid call if you're going to be raiding in. Cube plus music equals follow. Oh yeah, Chan the Magic Man loves cubing as well. So all right. Okay, so the raid's ready, but anyway, thank you so much for everybody being here. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for everything, everybody, and we hope to see you around. So I'm gonna try and fit this in quick before the raid thing ends, but I've been trying to decide on my relationship with Twitch because I was like 6 months ago, I was watching a lot of streams, and then I was modding streams, and I was like, man, I'm spending a lot of time on Twitch, and it's kind of rough. And so I want to like, so the thing is, it's like once you have like, let's say you had 12 friends and they all stream in 2 hours, that's like your entire day. So you just have to pick and choose. So anyway, I love you all. I want to be in everybody's stream all the time. And oftentimes I'm just lurking for like 15 minutes because that's like the only time slice. So I won't chat and chat, but like, man, I respect everybody who streams. Thank you so much for being a great family, and thank you so much for just being a great community, and thank you so much for welcoming me and everybody else. So everybody have a good night. You guys have a glorious day. glorious night and glorious time zone. So take care. Great seeing you. We'll see you around next time. Bye. Okay, I think we're rating, and then I'm going to stop streaming as soon as this thing comes up. And if anybody's still here, left behind, noob pianist. Okay, let me do this. All right, see you guys.